Welcome to Maloney High in Meriden, the home of the Spartans. They have a proud pedigree of athletes here, and when one of them goes down, they're protected by a professional medical staff. So that must be the standard across Connecticut, right? Wrong.
Run some routes, catch some balls.
My goal is to make it far.
Spartan star wide receiver Dante Kelly certainly looks the part, catching passes effortlessly.
Let me put one right over your shoulder.
Despite a questionable quarterback.
Hey, gotcha.
Be happy, successful.
With dreams of NFL stardom,
Do what I love, and that's playing football for the rest of my life.
Dante and his teammates know the road to greatness will have its literal bumps and bruises.
Anything could happen at any moment.
Kyle Valentine is Dante's real QB, who himself went down in a critical playoff game.
I wanted to go back out there. I'm fine. I tried to, play it off, but she was like, nope.
Mom and Dad watched nervously from the stands as Kyle was evaluated for a concussion.
Jess stepped in by recognizing that something was not right with Kyle and went to the coach, and it took a lot of guts to go to the coach in a playoff game that you're losing to say, we're going to have to pull your starting quarterback.
I think that's why it's important to have us on the sidelines, because we see the unseen.
But certified and accredited athletic trainer Jess Testani-Cream told Fox 61 there aren't nearly enough of her.
3 years, we're at a steady decline in Connecticut of the availability and access that student athletes have to athletic trainers on a sideline.
According to a survey conducted by UConn's Corey Stringer Institute, more than 50% of Connecticut high schools don't have access to a full-time athletic trainer. The median salary in Connecticut, just $42,000 for a job that requires at least a master's degree with a demanding schedule.
If you're asking them to have a terrible work-life balance and you're also asking them not to see a raise in their profession for the past 15, 20 years, but you continue to ask them to do more, there are other states who do better at that.
Maloney High in Meriden, a standout in student safety, from the athletic director
Safety is our number one priority
to the head football coach.
The kids' safety and health is first and foremost.
Maloney has even taken steps to secure a team doctor, orthopedic surgeon Jordan Grusky.
A lot of this comes down to knowing the athletes and being around them on a consistent basis.
And while it takes a village to raise a child, it also takes a village to protect one.
She was talking me through it, just like what happened, how does it feel, stuff like that. And she just, popped it back in.
From breaks and dislocations to that life-threatening collapse. It was an assistant athletic trainer who used an AED and CPR to save the life of Buffalo Bills safety DeMar Hamlin.
I think we've made the most strides in saying, hey, we need a relationship between the doctor, the trainer, the coach, the athletic director, so that we can treat these kids in a holistic way.
But there's plenty more work to be done as athletic trainers leave the high school sports world for more lucrative jobs in the private sector, where companies are looking to lower their insurance costs.
Amazon, Sikorsky, Pratt & Whitney, all of those companies now hire athletic trainers to work on staff.
The CIAC, which governs interscholastic sports in Connecticut in its handbook, strongly recommends a full-time athletic trainer, calling it the, quote, standard for care, but stops short of a mandate, calling medical services and equipment, quote, the responsibility of the local school district.
Speaking from Meriden, I know we're not looking to cut costs. Our kids are in the best equipment possible.
But high school sports safety standards remain an issue of dollars and cents, a patchwork of budget-driven district-by-district decisions that can end a career before it even begins.
It's very scary as a football player. Anything could happen. I got hit in the chest a few times. That could have happened to me. That could happen to any of my teammates, anyone on the opposing team. And not having the resources in high school is obviously a challenge.
And back here on the field at Maloney, athletic leaders tell me that when it comes to any sports mandates, those are going to have to come from state lawmakers. And there are some bills making their way through the legislature this session that would change things, including one in the Children's Committee that would form a youth sports safety task force. They would be charged with coming up with annual recommendations on the best safety equipment and sports safety practices. Reporting in Meriden, Matt Karen, Fox 61 News.